Good day, everyone. So I will be having discuss our questionnaire about the general education that, and let's proceed to number one. So the number one questions is, which of the following is the most important aspect of effective communication? So letter A is vocabulary, letter B is clarity, letter C is speed, letter D formality, or letter E none of the above. So what is vocabulary? So the vocabulary, it is while a rich vocabulary can enhance communication, it does not guarantee understanding if the message lacks clarity. So using the overly complex words can create confusion. So it is the correct answer for vocabulary. It is the aspect of effective communication. So it is not. So letter B, clarity. So it is the correct answer. So let's check. So yes, it is clarity. So clarity is the most important aspect of effective communication. Without clarity, so even the most advanced vocabulary or quick delivery can lead to misunderstandings. So the clear communication ensures that the intended message is easily grasped by the audience, so facilitating better engagement and interaction. So anong dili man si C? So si C is speed. So speed, speaking quickly can hinder comprehension and may overwhelm the listener, making the message less effective. So the letter D is a formality. So formality is, while formality is important in some contexts, it is a secondary to clarity when ensuring the message is understood. So di-ensure niya kung nasabtan ba ang message. So letter E is none of the above. So wala yun ang answer. So let's proceed to number 2. So which of the following is hindrance to effective communication? So letter A, it is a open-mindedness. Letter B, it is distraction. Letter C, it is empathy. Or letter D, it is patience. Or the letter E, it is none of the above. So unsa may mga effective communication? So let me discuss number A. So A is open-mindedness. So these traits facilitates communication by allowing different perspectives and ideas to be understood. So mao na siya kanang dili. So it is the correct answer, the open-minded. It is the hindrances to effective communication. So dili. So sa letter C, empathy. So empathy enhances understanding and emotional connection, so making communication more effective. So it is wrong. So letter D, patience. So patience help resolving misunderstanding and fostering meaningful dialogue. So dili siyapon siya ang hindrances to effective communication. And letter E is none of the above. So dili gihapon siya ang correct answer. So our correct answer is letter B. So the letter B is distractions. So distractions hinder effective communication by diverting attention away from the message being conveyed. So they can be external, like noise or interruptions, or internal, like personal thoughts or stress. So making it difficult for individuals to fully engage or comprehend the information. So number 3. So let's proceed to number 3. So when giving a presentation, what is the best way to engage your audience? So letter A is speak in monotone voice. Letter B is use complex jargon. And letter C is ask questions and encourage participation. And letter D is read directly from your notes. And letter E is none of the above. So before we start, so let's before we start, so let's discuss all the choices. So say letter A is speak in monotone voice. So it is the best correct answer. So the letter A is monotone delivery is in unengaging and unlikely to bore the audience. So mo na siya ang speak in monotone voice. So it is correct. So it is not the correct answer. So letter B is use complex jargon. So it is the overly technical language can alienate or confuse the audience, especially if they are not familiar with the terms. So for you, it is not the correct answer. So it is not. So how about the read directly from your notes? So the reading verbatim reduces eye contact and connections with the audience, diminishing engagement. So mo na siya ang read directly from your notes. So it is also not the correct answer. Okay? It is reduced eye contact man. So ang ato kay to engage an audience. So it is not the correct answer. So letter E is none of the above. So wala daw ang answer sa choices. So what is the best the correct answer? So letter C. So C is ask question and encourage participation. So what is it? So ask question and encourage participation is engaging an audience. Is best achieved by fostering interactions and participations. And asking questions invites audience member to think critically and share their perspective, creating more dynamic and inclusive environment. So also this approach helps maintain attention and interest. So let's proceed to number 4. So what should you do if you don't understand the point made during the conversation? So letter A is pretend you understand. Letter B, change the subject. Or letter C, ask for clarification. Or letter D, ignore it. And lastly, letter E, none of the above. So what is the correct answer? So letter A is pretend you understand. So this approach leads to misunderstanding and missed opportunities for learning. So letter B, change the subject. So it is the correct answer. So dili hapon siya same as letter A is not the correct answer. Okay? So letter B, change the subject. So it is not the correct answer because this avoids addressing the confusion and hinders effective communication. So what we find is the question is clarifying during a conversation. So it is ignore it. So ignoring the point exacerbates the lack of understanding. And letter E is none of the above also. So wala jud sa ang answer sa choices. But the correct answer is letter C. So the letter C is ask for clarification, seeking clarification. So it's demonstrate a willingness to understand and engage in the conversation fully. It fosters effective communication by allowing the speakers to elaborate on their point, ensuring that you grasp the intended message. So let's proceed to number 6. Number 5. So let's proceed to number 5 again. So which of the following statement is an example of clear message? A is can you do that? B, I need you to complete the report by Friday. Letter C is maybe we should think about that. Or letter D, let's discuss later. Or letter E, none of the above. So let's discuss it by each of the choices. So letter A is, can you do that? So do you think it is the correct answer? It is, can you do that? But the question is, they really find the example of a clear message. So can you do that is a clear message for you? So um so it is not, because it is lacks of specific about the task and timeline. So maybe we should think about it. It is a clear message. It is also an example of a clear message. So it is not also, because indecisive and does not provide clear guidance. So muna siya. So letter D is, let's discuss later. So it is the clear message. So you will ask that let's discuss later. So what is the specific nga unsa man ang i-discuss later, right? So it is ambiguous as it does not specify when or where the discussion will take place. Or letter E, none of the above. So incorrect, because option B is a clear and specific statement. So letter B is the correct answer, that I need you to complete the report by Friday. So it is, I need you to complete the report by Friday. So it is also an example of clear message and specific. So direct to the point. Dili siya kanang, dili same with let's discuss later. So unsa man tayo discuss? Can you do that for what? Right? So this letter B is the correct answer. So why it is not? So let's proceed to number 6. So which of the following is an example of a special purpose communication? So letter A is writing novel, letter B delivering a business presentation, or letter C composing a poem, or letter D sharing personal stories on social media, or letter E none of the above. So letter A is writing a novel. So we will be find the special purpose communication. So writing a novel is a special purpose communication. When you write a novel, so it is not. A novel is a creative and not designed for specific goals like persuasion or instruction. So din siya example of purpose communication. So composing a poem, so similar to a novel, poetry, and etc. So it is the special purpose of communication. It is example of special purpose communication. So it is not, because composing a poem is similar to a novel. Poetry is primarily for artistic expression. So it is not the special purpose communication. So letter D is sharing personal stories on social media. So it is the correct answer when you share your personal stories on social media. But we really find the example of special purpose communication. It is the example of the special purpose communication. So it is not, because the sharing personal stories on social media while engaging these more general purpose communication. So dili na siya special purpose example ha. So it is a general purpose communication. So letter E, none of the above. So it is incorrect, because delivering a business presentation fits the definition. So the correct answer is letter B. So delivering a business presentation, special purpose communication, is designed for specific context or goals such as informing, persuading, or instructing an audience. A business presentation aims to convey information and persuade stakeholders, making it clear example of special purpose communication. So let's proceed to number 7. So, which of the following is essential for effective communication in a business presentation? So, letter A is jargon and technical terms. Letter B, clear structure and engaging visual. Letter C, lengthy speeches. Or letter D, informal language. Or letter E, none of the above. So, we will be find about the essential of business presentation. So letter A is jargon and technical terms. So it is the correct answer, the jargon and technical terms, if we really find the essential for effective communication in a business presentation, because we will be finding the effective communication in business presentation. So it is a jargon and technical terms. So it is not, because this may confuse the audience. It is not explained or relevant. So letter C is lengthy speeches. So long presentation risks losing audience interest and focus. So it is not the correct answer, because we will be find about the business presentation, not the lengthy speeches, that long presentation that losing audience interest and focus. So letter D is informal language. So while using language can work in some contexts, so the informal language, it is the example, or it is the essential or effective communication in business presentation. So it is not also the correct answer. So the informal language is, while casual language can work in some contexts, it is generally not appropriate for formal business presentation. So dili yun na siya the correct answer. So letter E is none of the above. So none of the above is correct because the clear structure and visual are the most essential. So the correct answer is letter B. So B is the clear structure and engaging visual. So a clear structure helps guide audience through this presentation, making it easier to follow and understand the key points. Engaging visuals and enhance comprehension and retention by providing visual support to the verbal message. So let's proceed to number 8. So which of the following strategies help in summarizing a presentation effectively? So letter A is highlighting key points and conclusions. Letter B, repeating everything said. Or letter C, introducing new information. Or letter D, speaking faster to save time. Or letter E, none of the above. So letter A, the letter B is repeating everything said. So we will be having a summarizing a presentation. So mag-summarize man ta og presentation. So may mga strategies na tong summarize og mga presentation. Nga mas dali siya og mas gamay ra siya. When, for example, we will be having summarizing a story. Diba? Mugamay siya, dili siya, but the long story make it the short story. So it is summarizing. So summarize the stories. So repeating everything said, naka-summarize mo na siya. So redundant and time consuming. So dili na siya to summarizing a presentation. So it is wrong. So letter C, introducing new information. So nagdugang-dugang na pud ka og nun. So it is confusing and detracts from summarizing the main points. So nag-summarize na gani ka, dugang-dugang pa yung information. So nisamot siya. So introducing a new information. So continue ta ha. So introducing a new information. So confusing and distract from summarizing the main points. So kung mo-introduce ka og new information, mudugan-dugang na pud siya. So it means what we find is summarizing a presentation. So mugamay to long story to a short story, it may dobra mugamay yun siya to, so ato yun siya i-summarize to make it easy and to make it mas dali siya mahuman, di ba? Same as we stories, mga chika-chika, mga kunkuan, imbis taas kitang istorya sa uban, mugamay mo kay mo ra siyang gi-summarize. So it is not the correct answer. So letter D, speaking faster to save time. So hurry delivery reduces understanding. So para mapadali, iyang paspason ang iyahang kwan. Imbis nga iya siyang i-summarize, mas iyang paspason ang istorya para mas madali. Di na lang siya mo summarize. Iya na isulti ang tanan or a long story, for example, iya isulti tanan long story, iyan ang paspason ang iyahang storya para makasave og oras. But it is not what we find, right? So dili kana atong ipangita, because we will be finding the summarizing a presentation. So it is not the correct answer. Or letter E, none of the above. The incorrect as highlighting key points is the effective strategy. So di gyapon siya na wala ba daw tanan ang choices ang answer. So we have, so the correct answer is letter A. A, highlighting the key points and conclusion. So that is the correct answer because highlighting and key points and conclusion, effectively summarizing a presentation, involves distilling the main ideas and conclusions to reinforce understanding and retention. So highlighting the key points, so mga kinahanglanon lang sa story. So mga ensures that the audience is remembers the most important aspect of that story or of that presentation. So let's proceed. So that's it. So let's proceed to number 9. So in a professional setting, how should you tailor your language for special purposes? So letter A, use casual language to create the rapport. Letter B, always use technical jargon. Or letter C, adjust your vocabulary and tone fit the audience. Or letter D, avoid the specific terms to keep it simple. Or letter E, none of the above. So letter E is use casual language to create rapport. So what we find is tailoring language in professional settings. So when we use the casual language to create rapport, it is what we really find. Or is that the question that asks for number 9? So it is not, because the use casual language to create rapport is maybe inappropriate for formal or professional context. So dili siya tailoring language in professional settings. Or letter B, always use technical jargon. So it is the correct answer, the always use technical jargon. So it is not, because can alienate non-expert audiences. So dili ihapon siya the correct answer. Or how about letter D, avoid any specific terms to keep it simple? It is the correct answer. So it is not, because the oversimplification may dilute the message impact. So dili yapon siya the correct answer that we really find. So letter E is none of the above. Basin dili wala sa choices ang answer. So the correct adjusting vocabulary and tone is crucial. So there has the correct answer. The correct answer is letter C. Adjust your vocabulary and tone to fit the audience. So tailoring your language to match the audience ensures that your message both accessible and appropriate. So that is the correct answer. So letter C. So let's proceed to number 10. So, number 10, in a business presentation, the use of visual is primarily to. So, in a business presentation, sa may use of visual. So, letter A, distract the audience. Letter B, fill time. Letter C, make the presenter look acknowledgeable. Or letter D, enhance understanding and retention. Or letter E, none of the above. So, letter A is distract the audience. So, distract the audience is the correct answer. When we use a visual presentation, mo distract ta og mga audience? Is that the correct answer? So, it is not. Because the distract the audience is a visual should support and not distract from the message, di ba? So, dili na siya i-distract ang audience. Para lang makuan ang mukhang visual, di ba? It is not. Or letter B, fill time, inefficient and diminishes a presentation purpose. It is the correct answer to fill time. So, it is not the correct answer. How about letter C, make the presenter look acknowledgeable? It is the use of visual presentation nga make your look acknowledgeable. So it is not, because make the presenter look acknowledgeable is visual are tools for clarify, not self-promotion, right? So how about E, none of the above of the choices? So it is incorrect, because the correct is use of visual is to enhance understanding, right? So the correct answer is letter D, enhance understanding and retention. Because the primarily purpose of visual in a business presentation is to support and clarify the spoken content, making it easier for the audience to grasp and remember the key information. And effective visual can illustrate complex ideas, highlight the important data, and maintain audience engagement. So, let's proceed to number 11. Sinasabing sumasalamin sa kultura ang isang bansa na batayan ng pagkakilanlan ng isang nasyon. A. Wika. B. Balat. C. Panitikan. O letter D. Kulay. And lastly, letter A. Wala sa nabanggit. So, B, balat. So, skin color is not determined, diba? Well, kung balat ang ating, so hindi, the correct answer is wika. Kasi ang wika ay naglalarawan ng punahing salamin ng kultura ng isang bansa. Ang wika ay hindi lamang ginagamit sa pang-araw-araw na komunikasyon. Ito rin ay nag-uugnay sa mga tao at nagpapahayag ng kanilang identidad sa pamamagitan ng wika. So, mauna siya the correct answer. That is the correct answer. Not B, balat. Balat is our skin, di ba? Atong panit nga atong ginagamit. So dili gyud na siya batayan sa atong pagkuan sa atong nasyon. Dili gyud na siya hindi ito ang batayan sa pagkakakilanlan ng isang nasyon ang ating balat. Hindi rin panitikan. At lalong-lalo na't hindi ang ating kulay kundi ang ating wika. So 12 tanong. Bahagi ng pananaliksik kung saan matatagpuan ang panimula, kaligiran ng pag-aaral, at conceptual framework. A. Kabanata Kabanata 7, B. Kabanata 3, C. Kabanata 2, o D. Kabanata 1, or sa E. Wala sa nabanggit. Ang ating sagot ay letter D, ang Kabanata 1. Dahil ang isang panaliksik ay karaniwang naglalaman ng panimula, kaligiran ng pag-aaral, at conceptual framework. Dito, inilalatag ang konteksto ng pag-aaral, mga layunin, at theoretical na batayan na magiging gabay sa buong pananaliksik. Ang bahagi ito ay mahalaga upang maipaliwanag ang kalagahan ng isinagawang pag-aaral at upang maipakita ang mga konseptong nakabalibot dito. Bakit hindi ang A? Bakit hindi si B? At bakit hindi si D? Dahil hindi yan ang pananaliksik kung saan matatagpuan ng ating conceptual framework. So, anong komunikasyon ay proseso ng pag-unawa at pagbahagi ng kaalaman ayon kay or kina A. Santiago at Garcia, B. Person at Nelson, C. Stephen Burns, D. Dalheims, or E. Wala sa nabanggit. So, sino kaya ang komunikasyon ng proseso ng pag-unawa at pagbahagi ng kaalaman ayon kay or kina? So, A. Santiago at Garcia. Hindi ito ang tamang sagot. Bakit? Dahil si Santiago at Garcia ay kakilang eksperto sa larangan ng komunikasyon, ngunit hindi nila ito inihatid bilang proseso ng pag-unawa at pagbahagi ng kaalaman. Sila ay tumututok sa mga konsepto ng komunikasyon na may kaugnayan sa social at cultural na aspeto, ngunit hindi ito tumutok sa pagpapaliwanag ng komunikasyon sa paraan ng pag-unawa at pagbahagi. B. Ito ang tamang sagot. Dahil Person at Nelson, ang komunikasyon ay isang proseso ng pag-unawa ng pagbahagi ng kaalaman. Ang kanilang pananaw ay napapahiwatig na ang epektong komunikasyon ay hindi lamang nakasalalay sa pagpapahayag ng mga ideya, kundi pati na rin sa kakayahang maunawaan at makuha ang mensahe ng iba. Ang proseso na ito ay mahalaga sa pagbuo ng koneksyon at pagkakaintindihan sa loob ng isang lipunan. Bakit hindi si C? Ito ay mali. Dahil si Dalheims ay isang kilalang linguistika o antropologo na nabibigay ng malabang kontribusyon sa larangan ng komunikasyon. Ayon sa kanya. So, sa E, wala sa nabanggit. Ito ay proseso ng pag-unawa at pagbabahagi ng kaalaman. A. Komunikasyon, B. Tugon, C. Tagatanggap, D. Pagbasa, or E. Wala sa nabanggit. Ano kaya ang mga proseso at pag-unawa ng pagbabahagi ng kaalaman? So, A. Komunikasyon, kaya B. Tugon, C. Tagatanggap, or D. Pagbasa. So, tugon, B. Tugon, B. Ang tugon ay tumutukoy sa sagot o reaksyon ng isang tao sa mensahe o komunikasyon na ipinadala. Hindi ito proseso ng pagbabahagi ng kaalaman, kundi ang resulta ng komunikasyon. Tagatanggap. Ang tagatanggap ay ang tao o grupo ng tao na tumatanggap ng mensahe sa isang proseso ng komunikasyon. Hindi ito ang buong proseso ng pag-unawa at pagbahagi ng kaalaman, kundi bahagi lamang ng komunikasyon. Or D. Pagbasa. Ang pagbasa ay ang aksyon ng pagkuha ng impormasyon mula sa nakasulat na teksto, bagamat may kaugnayan ito sa pag-unawa ng mensahe. Hindi ito sumasaklaw ng buong proseso ng pagbabahagi ng kaalaman sa paralang verbal o de-verbal na pinakita ng komunikasyon. Or E. Wala sa nabanggit. Hindi ito ang tamang sagot dahil ang tamang sagot, komunikasyon, na matatagpuan sa letter A. Bakit? Ang komunikasyon ay isang proseso na naglalayong ipahayag, maunawaan at ibahagi ang kalamaan sa pagitan ng mga tao, kabilang dito ang pagpapadala ng mensahe mula sa tagapagsalita at pagtanggap ng mensahe ng tagatanggap. Ang proseso ng komunikasyon ay mahalaga sa pakikipag-ugnayan at pagbuo ng relasyon na nagsisilbing pundasyon ng epektong interaksyon sa lipunan. So, 15 tanong. Ito ay ang pagsulong at paglapat ng mga kagamitan at proseso upang tumulong sa suliranin ng tao. A. Radyo. B. Teknolohiya. C. Computer. D. TV. Or E. Wala sa nabanggit. A. Radyo. Ang radyo ay isang kagamitan na ginagamit sa pakikinig ng mga programa, balita, ngunit hindi ito tumutukoy sa pagsulong at paglapat ng kagamitan ng proseso ng pangkalahatan. Ang radyo ay isang partikular na halimbawa lamang ng isang kagamitan, hindi isang kabubuang proseso o konsepto ng teknolohiya. Computer. Ang computer ay isang uri ng teknolohiya na tumutulong sa iba't ibang gawain, ngunit tulad ng radyo, ito ay isang halimbawa lamang ng isang kagamitan at hindi kabuuang konsepto ng pagsulong at paglapat ng proseso at kagamitan. Ang computer ay hindi lamang sumasaklaw sa lahat ng aspeto ng teknolohiya. TV. Katulad ng radyo at computer, ang TV ay isang kagamitan lamang. Hindi tumutukoy sa mas malawak na konsepto ng pagsulong at paglapat ng kagamitan at proseso. Ang TV ay isang halimbawa ng teknolohiya na ginagamit sa libangan at impormasyon, ngunit ito ang pinakatamang sagot sa tanong. At ang tamang sagot ay letter B, teknolohiya. Ang teknolohiya ay tamang sagot dahil ito ang tumutukoy sa kabuuang konsepto ng pagsulong at paggamit ng mga kagamitan at proseso upang makatulong sa mga suliranin ng tao. Ang teknolohiya ay sumasaklaw sa iba't ibang kagamitan at proseso. Kaya ito ang ating tamang sagot. Number 16, may kakayahang hindi dapat makalimutan sa mabisang komunikasyon. A. Lakas. B. Kakayahang linguistika at kakayahang komunikatibo. C. Suliranin. D. Tungkulin. Or E. Wala sa nabanggit. Ano-ano kaya ang kakayahang hindi dapat natin makalimutan sa mabisang komunikasyon? Komunikasyon. Sa salitang komunikasyon, ano ba? Kailangan ba natin makalimutan yung kakayahan natin na dapat talaga para sa pagkikipagkomunikasyon sa ibang tao? Yun ay ang ating B. Kakayahang linguistika. Ang linguistika at ang kakayahang komunikatibo ay mahalagang aspeto ng mabisang komunikasyon. Ang kakayahang linguistika ay tumutukoy sa kaalaman sa wika at ekstruktura nito, habang ang kakayahang komunikatibo ay nauugnay sa kakayahan na gamitin ng wika sa angkop ng konteksto at sitwasyon. Ang parehong kakayahan ay nabibigay daan sa epektong pagpapahayag sa pag-unawa na mahalaga upang matugunan ang mga pangangailangan ng komunikasyon sa iba't ibang sitwasyon. Number 17. Anong format ng sanggunian ang kadalasang ginagamit sa disiplinang social science? A. APA. B. AAP. C. MLA. Or D. MAL. Or E. Wala sa nabanggit. So, ano-anong format ng sanggunian na kadalasang ginagamit sa disiplinang social science? A. APA. B. AAP. C. MLA. D. MAL. Or E. Wala sa nabanggit. Kaya ang ating tamang sagot ay A. Yun ang APA. So, ang APA is American Psychological Association na format ay kadalasang ginagamit sa mga disiplinang social science tulad ng psikolohiya, sosyolohiya at edukasyon. Ang format na ito ay nabibigay diin sa mga pag-aaral at pananaliksik na nakabatay sa ebidensya. Kaya't ito ay angkop para sa disiplina na naglalayon na masusing pagsusuri at pag-uulat ng mga datos. Ang pagkakaroon ng standards na format ay nakatutulong sa mga mananaliksik na madaling maunawaan at masuri ang mga impormasyon at ideya mula sa iba't ibang sanggunian. Kung may mga tanong kayo, pwede kayong magtanong. Magpapatuloy tayo sa 18 tanong. Anong katangian ng mahusay na pagsulat at makikita kapag ang bawat pangungusap ay umiikot sa pangunahing paksa? A. Kaugnayan. B. Kaisahan. C. Diin. D. Totoo. Or E. Wala sa nabanggit. Anong katangian na mahusay na pagsulat na makikita kapag ang bawat pangungusap ay umiikot sa pangunahing paksa? So, ang ating sagot ay letter B. B. Kaisahan. So, ang kaisahan ay isang mahalagang katangian na mahusay sa pagsulat na nangangahulugang ang bawat pangungusap ay dapat na nakatuon sa pangunahing paksa o ideya. Sa pamamagitan ng pagkakaroon ng kaisahan, nagiging mas malinaw at organisado ang teksto na tumutulong sa mga mambabasa na mas madaling maunawaan ang mensahe, at pagsunod sa kaisahang ito ay nag-aambag sa pagiging epekto ng komunikasyon at napapalakas ng argumento o ideya sa sulatin. So patuloy tayo sa 19 na tanong. Isang uri ng teorya na psikolohiya ng batay kay Skinner, 1968. Ang bata ay pinanganak na may sapat na lakas at kakayahan sa pagkatuto. A. Innative. B. Cognitive. C. Behaviorist. D. Makatao. Or E. Wala sa banggit. Ano kaya ang psikolohiya ng bata kay Skinner, 1968? Ang bata ay pinanganak na may sapat na lakas at kakayahan sa pagkatuto. Ang ating sagot ay behaviorist. Bakit? Ang behaviorist ay pinakilala ni B.F. Skinner ay nakatuon sa pag-aaral ng pag-ugali ng tao. Batay sa mga karanasan at kapaligiran, ayon sa teoryang ito, ang mga bata ay nag-aaral at nagkaroon ng kakayahan sa pagkatuto. Sa pamamagitan ng stimulus at tugon, hindi sila pinanganak na may mga nakatakdang kakayahan, kundi natututo sila mula sa mga karanasan at pagsasanay. Kaya ang kanilang pagkatuto ay nakasalalay sa mga eksternal na salik. So, yun lang. Kung meron pa kayong tanong sa 19 na tanong, pwede kayong magtanong. If wala, patuloy tayo sa 20 uri ng sulatin na tinuturing na pinaka-epektibong anyo ng korespondensya na may layuning mapabilis ang daloy na makikipagtalastasan sa opisyal na paraan. A. Katitikan. B. Memorandum. C. Bionote. D. Resume. Or E. Wala sa nabanggit. Ang ating tamang sagot sa pinaka-epektibong anyo ng korespondensya na may layuning mapabilis ang daloy ng pakikipagtalastasan sa opisyal na paraan ay letter B. Ang memorandum. Bakit? Ang memorandum ay isang uri ng sulatin na ginagamit sa opisina na may layuning pabilisan ang daloy ng impormasyon at komunikasyon sa loob ng isang organisasyon. Ito ay karaniwang ginagamit upang magbigay ng mga anunsyo, impormasyon, o mga direktiba sa mga empleyado o kasamahan. Ang pagiging malinaw at tuwiran ng memorandum ay nakatutulong upang masiguro ang wastong pag-unawa at agarang aksyon na siya namang nag-aambag sa mas epektibong pamamahala ng mga gawain sa opisina. Alright, number 21. Which of the following processes is the best associated with technology done with science? So A. Designing for a name. B. Discovering the nature of matter. C. Uncovering natural phenomena. Or D. Constructing concepts, principles, and laws. Or E. None of the above. So our answer is letter A. Designing for a need. Why? Why? Because science is the discovery and pursuit of knowledge, with technology is the practical application of scientific knowledge. Science is concerned with inquiry, discovery, and scientific method. So whereas technology is synonymous with invention, innovation, practice, and design. Number 22. Which of the following is a technological concept rather than a scientific concept? 1 is tungsten has a science melting point. 2. Metals are good conductors of heat. 3. Current is directly proportional to voltage. 4. Lighting is improved through methods of manufacturing. A. 2 only. B. 2 and 4. C. 4 only. D. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Or E. None of the above. So our answer is letter C. So science talks about concepts and principles and theories, while technology talks about the application of these concepts, principles, and theories. Technology is made to invent, innovative, or solve problems to improve our lives. That's why our answer is 4 only. The lighting is improved through methods of manufacturing. Science can be life or physical science. Which of the following does not belong to the group? A. Biology. B. Earth science. C. Chemistry. D. Physics. Or E. Not. Which of the following does not belong to the science can be life or physical sciences? So our answer is letter A. Biology. Biology is the study of life, hence and its life science. The other 3 fields is chemistry, earth science, and physics, study the physical world. Therefore, these fields are under physical science. Number 24. So if you have any question, just put down in the box or comment if you have any question about this topic or about this question. So who got the Nobel Prize for his work on the photoelectric effect? So A. Albert Einstein. B. Isaac Newton. Or C. Carolus Linnaeus. Or D. Marie Curie. Or E. None of the above. Who got the Nobel Prize for his work on the photoelectric effect? So our answer is who got Nobel Prize? So there's no other than is letter A. The Albert Einstein was given on the Nobel Prize for physics for his theory on the photoelectric effect, wherein a photo light energy is transferred to an electron as a photon strike and the metal surface. So Marie Curie was given 2 Nobel Prizes for the discovery of radioactivity as well as of radioactive elements radium and polonium. So let's proceed to number 25. The scientific revolution helped in part to eliminate belief in the following except A. Alchemy, B. Supernatural healers, C. Heliocentrism, or D. Witchcraft, or E. None of the above. So which scientific revolution helped in part to eliminate belief in the following except? So what are our answer? So our answer is letter C. So heliocentrism. So why? The scientific revolution occurred during the 60th and 70th centuries when scientific through change and modern views replaced in ancient Greek science led by Galileo. Heliocentrism, the notion that the sun is the center of the solar system, triumphed over alchemy. So supernatural healing and witchcraft, which were all the views on a scientific. So
Number 26. A Filipino doctor devised an incubator made out of bamboo designed for use in rural communities without electrical power. Letter A. Fidel Mondo. Letter B. Jose Rodriguez. Letter C. Eduardo Quisling. Letter D. Rolando de la Cruz. Or letter E. None of the above. Okay, the correct answer is letter A because Dr. Fidel Mondo invented the bamboo incubator and was the first woman to be admitted to Harvard Medical School in 1936. However, Dr. Eduardo Quisling made tremendous contribution to the study of Philippine medicinal plants, and his book Medicinal Plants in the Philippines pioneered research in the country. And Dr. Jose Rodriguez pioneered studies on the control of leprosy in the country and other Asian nations. And lastly, Dr. Rolando de la Cruz invented an anti-cancer skin cream and wart removal formula from Kasui. That's why letter A is the correct answer. Number 27. Producing acetate out of carbon dioxide and sunlight using nanowires and bacteria, and subsequently producing valuable chemicals. Using out of acetate using engineered bacteria is an example of what? Letter A. Experiment. Letter B. Scientific knowledge. Letter C. Hybrid technology. Letter D. Social enterprise. Or letter E. None of the above. So the correct answer is letter C because a hybrid technology combines two or more technologies to develop efficient system like using acetate out of nanowires or one technology and engineered bacteria or another technology to produce valuable chemicals. So the other choices are experiment, a scientific procedure, scientific knowledge, and a generalized body of laws and theories, and social enterprise maximize improvements and innovation. That is why the correct answer is letter C, hybrid technology. Number 28. Mr. Garces showed the class the potted plants placed beside the window. He asked his students to observe the direction of the plant's growth. The student observed that the plants tend to grow outside the window. With this observation, Mr. Garces asked them, "Why do you think they grow outwards?" Mr. Garces engages his students to letter A. Observe the phenomenon. Letter B. Draw the generalization. Letter C. Formulate the hypothesis. Letter D. Design the experimentation setup. Or letter E. None of the above. So the correct answer is letter C because Mr. Garces lets his students formulate the hypothesis and educated guess based on their preliminary observation. This hypothesis will be accepted or rejected once an experiment is conducted and results are revealed. The generalization or conclusion will be drawn out based on the result. Number 29. One of ancient China's greatest invention was the development of blank, wherein they mix copper and tin to make a stronger alloy. A. Brass. B. Copper. C. Pewter. D. Bronze. Or letter E. None of the above. So the correct answer is letter D. Why? Because the ancient Chinese created bronze as temple vessels used in sacrifices to the gods. Bronze is made of copper and tin, brass, copper and zinc, and pewter, tin, copper, antimony, and bismuth. Bronze, brass, and pewter are classified as alloys because they These are made of metallic elements. Copper is not an alloy, hence copper exists as a metallic element with no other metals mixed. Number 30. Which of the following organelles is present in plant cells but not in animal cells? Letter A. Nucleus. Letter B. Cell wall. Letter C. Mitochondrion. Letter D. Ribosome. Letter E. None of the above. Okay, so the correct answer is letter B. Why? Because both plant and animal cells have mitochondria, nuclei, and ribosomes. However, only plant cells have cell walls and chloroplast. For their function, the cell wall made of cellulose gives the plant cell its shapes. The mitochondrion produces energy. The nucleus is the center of the cell, and ribosomes are the sites of protein synthesis. Number 31. What is the area of a rectangle with a length of 8 cm and a width of 5 cm? A. 40 cm squared. B. 30 cm squared. C. 20 cm squared. D. 50 cm squared. Or E. None of the above. So the correct answer is letter A, because the area is calculated as length times width. So the length of the given is 8 cm and the width is 5 cm. So 8 times 5 equals 40. So 40 cm squared. Number 32. If a shirt costs $20 and is on sale for 25% off, what is the sale price? A. $15. B. $10. C. $18. D. $17. Or letter E. None of the above. So the correct answer is letter A. Why? Because 25% times $20 is $5. Thus, $20 minus $5 equals $15. So, letter A. Number 33. A car travels 60 miles in 1 hour. How far will it travel in 3 hours at the same speed? A. 120 miles. B. 180 miles. C. 150 miles. D. 200 miles. Or letter E. None of the above. Okay, so the correct answer is letter B, because distance is equals speed times time. So 60 miles times 3 hours equals 180 miles. Number 34. What is the sum of the angles in a triangle? A. 90 degrees. B. 180 degrees. Letter C. 360 degrees. Letter D. 270 degrees. Or letter E. None of the above. Okay, so the correct answer is letter B. Why? Because the interior angles of any triangle always sum to 180 degrees. Number 35. If a recipe calls for 2 cups of flour and you want to make half the recipe, how much flour do you need? Letter A. 1 cup. Letter B. 2 cups. Letter C. 3 cups. Letter D. 4 cups. Or letter E. None of the above. So the correct answer is letter A, because the half of 2 cups is 1 cup. Number 36. A store offers a buy one, get one free deal on shoes. If one pair costs $50, what is the effective price per pair when buying 2 pairs? Letter A. $25. Letter B. $50. Letter C. $75. Letter D. $100. Or letter E. None of the above. So the correct answer is letter A. Why? Because you pay $50 for 2 pairs. So $50 divided by 2 is equals to $25 each. Number 37. Which of the following fractions is equivalent to 0.75? Letter A. 3 over 4. Letter B, 1/2. Letter C, 2/3. Letter D, 4/5. Or letter E, none of the above. So the correct answer is letter A, because 0.75 is equal to 75 over 100, which simplifies to 3/4. Number 38. If you have $100 and spend $25, what percentage of your money have you spent? Letter A, 25%, letter B, 50%, letter C, 75%, letter D, 100%, or letter E, none of the above. So the correct answer is letter A. Why? Because $25 is 25% of $100. Number 39. What is the greatest common factor, or GCF, of 8 and 12? Letter A, 2. Letter B, 4. Letter C, 6. Letter D, 8. Or letter E, none of the above. So the correct answer is letter B, because the factors of 8 are 1, 2, 4, 8, and 4, 12. They are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 12. So the greatest common factor is 4. Number 40. If a triangle has sides of length 3 cm or 4 cm and 5 cm, what type of triangle is it? Letter A, equilateral. Letter B, isosceles. Letter C, scalene. Letter D, right triangle. Or letter E, none of the above. So the correct answer is letter D, because it satisfies the Pythagorean theorem: 3 squared plus 4 squared equals 5 squared. Number 41. When did Spanish colonization in the Philippines begin? Letter A, 1521. Letter B, 1621. Letter C, 1721. Letter D, 1821. Or letter E, none of the above. So the answer is letter A, because the Spaniards, led by Ferdinand Magellan, discovered the islands. The Spanish conquistadors established a colonial government in Cebu in 1565. So they transferred the seat of government to Manila in 1571 and proceeded to colonize the country. Number 42. Who was the national hero of the Philippines who wrote No Limit, Tanghiri, and El Filibusterismo? Letter A, Emilio Aguinaldo. Letter B, Andres Bonifacio. Letter C, Jose Rizal. Letter D, Apolinario Mabini. Or letter E, none of the above. So the correct answer is letter C, because Rizal is considered a national hero in the Philippines and was an important member of the Filipino propaganda movement. He wrote various poems and essays, mostly in Spanish, and the novels No Limit, Tanghiri, and El Filibusterismo, to inspire his countrymen to fight against the Spanish colonial government. 3. What event in Philippine history is commemorated every June 12? A. The start of the Philippine Revolution. B. The declaration of Philippine independence. Letter C. The end of World War II in the Philippines. Letter D. The birth of Rizal. Or letter E, none of the above. So the correct answer is letter B, because Independence Day is celebrated annually in the Philippines every 12th of June. Often the holiday is also known as Araw ng Kasarilan or Araw ng Kalayaan. It is a historic day that commemorates the end of a long and difficult battle for independence. Number 44. Who was the first president of the Philippines? A. Manuel L. Quezon. B. Emilio Aguinaldo. Letter C. Sergio Esmeña. Letter D. Jose P. Laurel. Or letter E, none of the above. So the correct answer is letter B. Emilio Aguinaldo became the inaugural president of the Philippines under the Malolos Republic, considered the first Philippine Republic. He held that office until 1901, when he was captured by United States forces during the Philippine-American War, 1899 to 1902. Number 45. What was the name of the treaty that ended the Spanish-American War, which also ceded the Philippines to the United States? A. Treaty of Paris. B. Treaty of Versailles. C. Treaty of Manila. D. Treaty of Tordesillas. Or letter E. None of the above. So the correct answer is letter A. The Treaty of Paris in 1898 officially ended the period of Spanish colonization in the Philippines and granted possessions of Cuba, Puerto Rico, Guam, and the Philippines to the United States. It also required that the United States pay $20 million USD in recompense to the Spanish government. Number 46. Who was the Philippine president during the imposition of martial law in 1972? A. Ferdinand Marcos. B. Corazon Aquino. C. Fidel V. Ramos. D. Diosdado Macapagal. Or letter E. None of the above. So the correct answer is letter A. Discusses the imposition of martial law by President Ferdinand Marcos of the Philippines in September 1972. The country was suffering from grinding poverty, widespread corruption, a stalled political and judicial system, and internal violence. Number 47. The People Power Revolution, which restored democracy in the Philippines, occurred in which year? A. 1976. B. 1986. C. 1996. D. 2006. Or letter E. None of the above. So the correct answer is letter B. The People Power Revolution, also known as the EDSA Revolution or the February Revolution, was a series of popular demonstrations in the Philippines, mostly in Metro Manila, from February 22 to 25, 1986. Number 48. What was the name of the Philippine currency before the adoption of the Philippine peso? A. Peso fuerte. B. Peso Mexicano. C. Peso Filipino. D. Peso Nacional. Letter E. None of the above. So the correct answer is letter A. The Philippine Peso Fuerte, or Spanish Strong Peso, signed PF, was the first paper currency of the Philippines and the Spanish East Indies during the later Spanish colonial period. Number 49. Who was the leader of the Katipunan, a Filipino revolutionary society that fought against Spanish colonization? A. Andres Bonifacio. B. Emilio Aguinaldo. C. Jose Rizal. D. Antonio Luna. Letter E. None of the above. So the correct answer is letter A. Was a Philippine patriot, founder, and leader of the Nationalist Katipunan Society, who instigated the revolt of August 1896 against the Spanish. Number 50. Who was the first woman to become president of the Philippines? A. Gloria Macapagal Arroyo. B. Corazon Aquino. C. Imelda Marcos. D. Benigno Aquino III. E. None of the above. So the correct answer is letter B. Corazon Aquino was the 11th president and the first female president of the Philippines, elected in 1986 and heralded as the heroine of the Revolutionary People Power movement. Aquino restored democracy in the Philippines after the long dictatorship of Ferdinand Marcos.